In the world of innovation, not all inventions see the light of day. Some, it is claimed, are suppressed. Let's delve into the stories of inventors whose breakthroughs were allegedly buried by powerful interests. Below is a rundown of the names called suppressed inventions often cited in alternative energy circles. Note that these descriptions reflect claims made by proponents of free energy and alternative research communities. They are highly controversial and have not been verified by mainstream science. Nonetheless, here's a summary of the inventions attributed to each figure, along with notes on how and why, allegedly, they were suppressed by powerful energy interests. Nikola Tesla, alleged inventions: wireless energy transmission. Tesla's work on transmitting electricity through the air, like the Tesla coil and Wardenclyffe Tower, was said to be a way to power the world without wires. Radiant or ambient energy devices. Claims include designs that could tap into cosmic or ambient energy, and even proposals for a death ray. Suppression claims. Proponents argue that Tesla's breakthroughs threatened established fossil fuel and centralized power systems, leading to a systematic sidelining of his more liberatory inventions. Charles Pogue, alleged inventions: covert energy research. Though details are scarce, some conspiracy narratives suggest he was involved in classified energy projects whose outcomes were never publicly disclosed. Suppression claims. It's claimed that his work intersected with government and industry interests that preferred to keep such technologies hidden. John Robert Fish, alleged invention: zero-point or radiant energy device. Fish is credited in some circles with creating a device that harnessed energy directly from the ambient environment. Suppression claims. His breakthrough allegedly challenged conventional energy paradigms, prompting powerful interests to bury his research. Otis Carr, an enigmatic figure in the realm of unconventional science. His alleged inventions include anti-gravity and free energy machines. Carr's work is associated with experiments aimed at harnessing Earth's natural energy and even questioning gravity itself as a power source. Mainstream science and industry are said to have ignored or actively discredited his work because it undermined conventional energy models. Thomas Henry Moray, a name often whispered in the corridors of alternative energy. He built a device, sometimes called the golden rod, that purportedly extracted usable electrical energy from ambient radiant sources. Its potential to offer an alternative to fossil fuels was, according to some, a reason why his work never reached widespread commercial use. Edwin Gray, another inventor shrouded in mystery. He is credited by some with designing an ambient energy generator that could tap into environmental or zero-point energy. Little documented evidence exists publicly, leading to claims that powerful interests kept his technology from entering the mainstream. Victor Schauberger, alleged inventions: water vortex energy devices. Schauberger studied natural water flows and vortex dynamics, proposing that water could be harnessed in ways that defied conventional turbine designs. Suppression claims. His ideas were reportedly dismissed because they challenged the efficiency paradigms that benefited the established energy industries. John Keeley. Alleged inventions: the Keeley motor. A machine said to operate on etheric or vibrational energy, supposedly generating motion without traditional fuel. Suppression claims. Critics note that despite demonstrations, his technology was never scientifically validated and was ultimately discredited by mainstream researchers. John Searle. Alleged inventions: ambient energy converters. Searle is attributed with work on devices designed to extract energy from unconventional sources, though details are sparse. Suppression claims. Like others on this list, his work is said to have been sidelined by institutions invested in traditional energy economics. Alleged inventions: alternative energy systems. While documentation is limited, Thomas is sometimes credited with developing concepts for energy conversion that bypass standard fuel sources. Suppression claims. His contributions are often mentioned as part of a broader narrative of innovative ideas being kept from the public sphere. Alleged inventions: water fuel cell. Meyer claimed to have developed a process for splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen with far less energy than conventional electrolysis, enabling vehicles to run on water. Suppression claims. His technology was met with legal and financial challenges, with many arguing that its disruptive potential threatened oil interests. Alleged inventions: radiant energy and gravity devices. Brown's experiments purportedly led to devices that could exploit radiant energy or gravitational effects to generate power. Suppression claims. Such inventions were often dismissed as fringe science, with critics alleging deliberate discrediting by vested interests. John Bedini. Alleged inventions include the Bedini motor and battery chargers. Bedini developed systems that claim to extract extra energy from magnetic fields and solar inputs, sometimes marketed as over-unity devices. Despite a following among free energy enthusiasts, His devices never achieved mainstream acceptance, partly due to skepticism from established energy sectors. Bruce De Palma. Alleged inventions include plasma and fuel-free energy systems. De Palma is said to have worked on systems that could produce energy through plasma reactions or unconventional nuclear processes without traditional fuel. Such radical ideas were reportedly suppressed by agencies and corporations tied to conventional energy production. Adams Trombley. Alleged inventions include unconventional energy conversion devices. Although details are few, Trombley is cited in some circles as having devised methods to generate power without reliance on fossil fuels. His work, like many others, is claimed to have been deliberately ignored by mainstream channels. Alleged inventions, ambient energy harnessing devices. Farnsworth is linked to claims of systems that could draw energy from the environment, bypassing the need for conventional fuels. Suppression claims his ideas remain on the fringes, with advocates asserting that economic interests played a role in keeping them under wraps. Alleged inventions, electromagnetic and free energy devices. Marinoff worked on devices inspired by Tesla's principles, aiming to convert ambient electromagnetic energy into usable power. Suppression claims. His research encountered strong skepticism and is often cited as another example of innovation stifled by powerful energy lobbies. Alleged inventions and contributions, cold fusion advocacy and alternative energy theories. While not an inventor in the conventional sense, Maloff's work promoted alternative energy ideas, especially cold fusion, that challenged established scientific views. Suppression claims. His theories, along with the research of his supporters, were largely marginalized, with critics alleging a bias toward traditional energy paradigms. Alleged inventions, free energy research. Claims attribute to sweet experiments in harnessing unconventional energy sources, though specifics remain elusive. Suppression claims. His work is less documented publicly, fueling narratives of deliberate obscurity by mainstream energy interests. Alleged inventions, self-sustaining electromagnetic devices and anti-gravity claims. Hutchinson is often mentioned in free energy law for purported discoveries that challenge conventional physics, including devices that allegedly defy gravity and generate continuous energy. Suppression claims. His controversial demonstrations have been met with skepticism and are said to have been actively suppressed by entities benefiting from existing energy monopolies. Alleged inventions, zero-point or vibrational energy systems. De Geus is credited in some accounts with developing mechanisms that could tap into the ambient energy of the vacuum or vibrational fields. Suppression claims. As with others, his ideas did not gain traction in mainstream circles, allegedly due to pressures from the established energy sector. Alleged inventions, alternative energy conversion techniques. Bearden's contributions are sometimes cited in free energy narratives, although concrete details are sparse. Suppression claims. His work is often mentioned as another casualty in a broader trend of sidelining radical energy innovations. Alleged inventions, unconventional energy extraction devices. Dollard is associated with claims of technology that could extract energy from non-traditional sources, challenging the need for fossil fuels. Suppression claims. Like many others, his work is said to have been deliberately obscured to protect existing energy interests. Alleged inventions, cosmic or zero-point energy harvesters. Tawari claimed to have developed devices that could tap into cosmic or zero-point energy, a radical alternative to conventional energy sources. Suppression claims. His ideas, too, have been met with fierce resistance from proponents of established energy paradigms. Alleged inventions, overlooked energy phenomena devices. Langenberg is sometimes credited with devising systems that exploited subtle physical phenomena to generate energy inexpensively. Suppression claims. His contributions remain largely anecdotal and are often cited as examples of technology that never reached the public sphere due to industry pressure. Alleged inventions, self-powered car and superbikes. Vehicles that purportedly run without traditional fuel by harnessing ambient or radiant energy. Self-powered generator and drone compact systems designed to operate entirely on energy drawn from the environment. Suppression claims. According to proponents, Chikumbutso's technology follows in the footsteps of earlier free energy pioneers and faces similar resistance from a Western oil and energy complex determined to maintain the status quo, even as public demand for energy independence grows. The narrative woven by advocates of these inventions is one of revolutionary technologies being stifled by powerful vested interests to protect existing profit structures. Whether it's through legal pressures, public discrediting, or sheer obscurity, the claim is that the promise of clean, limitless energy has repeatedly been sidelined. While the stories behind these inventors have inspired many to question the mainstream energy narrative, It's important to note that the scientific and engineering communities have yet to produce independently verified, reproducible demonstrations of free energy devices that overcome conventional laws of thermodynamics. Nonetheless, these accounts continue to fuel debate and inspire grassroots movements calling for transparency and a re-examination of energy research. This overview reflects the claims and narratives circulating within alternative energy and conspiracy communities. Independent verification of these inventions remains a subject of debate and controversy.